Hello, old lady in the mud house. Here to give you an update on the rocket stove. The do's and don'ts and the oopses that I found. So here we go. Alright, so here we have the wood stove. I've used it for a couple years and I've learned quite a bit. I did some modifications that made it easier for me, but not necessarily functional for the stove itself. So, what I did was, I put a clean out, which is not in the original design. This is pretty good. It does not leak air, but I don't know if that had any effect on how it fired. This is the firebox on top. You're supposed to put your fire in here. The burn chamber is down in front of that box, so that got really, really hot. And it got so hot, it dried out the floor in front, because the floor is clay as well. Dried it out extremely well, which I was so impatient, so I don't know if it was my fault or whatever. But anyway, I had to cut out a piece and put some stone in because it sunk really bad. So anyway, so it got really hot because there's no fire brick there. If I had put some fire brick inside the door and then closed it, that might have worked, but more modifications. So anyway, the other modification I did was the barrel was too tall to go between my, I can't remember the name of it right now. Anyway, this beam that holds up the upstairs, there was not enough room between that and the chimney that's inside here to slide it over the top. So I cut the barrel in half, which created a lot of air leaks. These work really well, but you can't have any of the stovepipe, like in your bench here, cannot be angled down at all, because the smoke will make a pond in the higher area, so then it will just block it and it won't flow around like it's supposed to. So there's so many mistakes that I made. It worked good for the first couple years, but I'm having problems because there's air leaks around the barrel, what creates no draft inside because it's sucking air from between the barrel and the clay. So I don't have any problem with the rocket stove. I'm going to disassemble it and use it in my greenhouse because I have so many problems that tearing it out, rebuilding. I'm just going to put a wood stove, a regular burner here, and then I'm going to do a heat sink around it like this. This is the heat sink. In the winter, the smoke goes down through here and warms this entire bench, and then it goes back out the stack. In the summer, it circulates all the heat from in the room, and it actually helps keep the room cool. So I can, if it's really hot out, I take the blanket off and I actually sit right on the clay itself. It's nice and cool. I've never figured out what the temperature is, but relatively speaking, it's a nice way to cool yourself off without air conditioning. So there's a plus there. So anyway, some of the things that I found, I had cut my barrel. Here, I'll show you some of the stuff I've taken apart already. I found out this is where the barrel was cut, and I had put these little tabs. I screwed them on the bottom barrel so it would stay in line, so it didn't shift inside and make more leaks. Well, it made leaks anyhow. So this option is probably not the best idea unless you're going to put clay all the way to the top. But that means there's a lot of heat that I would normally get from this would be covered. So the only immediate heat I would have would be out the top. The rest of it would be gone into storage. So that's one of my problems. It leaked almost all the way around, so now I can't even start a fire and get a draft. And let me close the firebox here. And I'm putting to catch the clay. But anyway, this insulation has clay and perlite. This one spot's not too bad, but if I go down lower where the crack is, see all that black? That is leakage from the smoke. So whenever I tried to start a fire, all this smoke, it would suck air. So it's, major problem. So I'm going to take it all apart, and like I said, if I had not made these changes in the design, I would not have had as much problem. But there's black all the way around. You can tell where the this is the cut in the barrel, and all this smoke. It's sucking air, so it's not working properly. So, and it's all the way around. There's another big piece. Oops. Oh, that is really black. So there was a lot of air sucking in there. So that's why I was having problems with it. Hopefully this helps anybody who would be interested in doing a rocket stove. I really like the efficiency. It burns off all the gas before it goes out into the atmosphere, so it's good for the environment. And a very efficient storage of the heat. So even after the fire's out, 6 hours later, 7 hours, depending on the cold outside, you're still getting a lot of heat from the storage area. So I like a lot of the benefits, but I messed up. So I'm going to change that out, and I'll take you on the journey of my replacement and how I'm building that. But it's going to be more of a conventional stove. It does have some of the internal burners, so it's got extra air that comes in to burn off the gases before they go outside. So I hope that was helpful. Live and learn, try again, So have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.